Hey guys, today's video is why I feel like I have to stay alone, why I feel like I can't even hang out with people nowadays. We're going to talk about it. I'd like you guys to leave comments if you can relate to this. Almost every time I'm around people, um, they kind of show me why I shouldn't be. Yes, I have a couple pretty close friends that I've known for almost my whole life. Usually these are people that I've gone to high school with that I'm pretty close with that I don't see that often. It's not their fault. I'm kind of an antisocial person. Um, I don't I wouldn't fit criteria for antisocial personality. I don't think because I'm not a cruel person. I don't go around fucking people over. Um, but I feel like I can't really be around people these days because every time I give people chances, things the wheels end up falling off at the end. You know what I mean? I've dated many women guys. Almost every time they end up stabbing me in the back on the way out. I've done really nice things for people. Like one time I took in one of my ex-girlfriends right off the street. She was homeless in her vehicle. Um, by the end of it, my landlord had kicked her dogs out and she literally ghosted me, guys, for like 4 years. I had done all kinds of good things for her while she was there. I was driving her and her sister around for free because she had lost her license at the time. I had helped get her out of jail. I had driven her to jail because she had gotten an OUI at the time. And then literally as soon as the landlord kicks her dogs out, she just ghosts me, guys. She just ghosts me. And it's been 4 years. It's been 4 years since I've seen this person. This was a woman that I absolutely loved to death. I cared about her. She was a very sweet woman. Another one of my girlfriends, we were super close. I got super attached to this person. And then at the end of it, she calls 911 on me, throws me under the bus just because I had knocked on her door. Just got out of a really bad relationship. Yes, we had a good run. I mean, we really had a good run. But at the end, she ends up stabbing me in the back. She ends up stabbing me in the back in the end. Yesterday, the same person put a no trespassing order on me just because I had to cancel a ride because she was escalating in my vehicle and I had to cancel a ride because I didn't want to drive down the road with her escalating in my vehicle. She literally puts a no trespassing order. This is a person that I literally bent over backwards for. I was doing everything for her and her family. I was driving her brothers around, her father. I was taking her father to medical appointments, her brother to medical appointments, her to medical appointments, her kids to medical appointments. And then yesterday, just because I canceled a ride because this person was escalating in my vehicle, she literally throws me under the bus to the police and puts a no trespass order on me. This is why I feel like I can't even go around people. Um, it's going to be a while before I even hang out with anybody. So if my friends are watching this, don't take my antisocial behavior personally. It just seems like every time I go around people, I get fucked over somehow. This isn't every friend I have, so I'm not talking about all my friends. I'm not talking about everybody. But it's going to be a little while before I actually hang out with anyone, I think. It's going to be a while before I let anyone into my life. It's going to be a very long time. Um, because I've just been betrayed so many times by people that I was close to. So many times. I mean, I've had literal best friends end up stabbing me in the back in the end. End up ghosting me in the end. Nowadays people love to ghost people. They won't work things out. Like for example, when my ex girlfriend moved out, when the landlord kicked her dogs out, she didn't talk about it. She didn't express to me what was going on. She just ghosted me. It's been 4 years since I've spoken to this person. People are very judgmental nowadays. People are very. They just stab you in the back. People that are supposed to be people that say they're your best friends will literally stab you in the fucking back. Just like my one of my literal best friends yesterday stabbed me in the back, put a no trespass order on me because I canceled a medical appointment because she was flipping out in my vehicle. So it just gives me major trust issues, guys. It's just for me, it's another brick in the wall. It's another brick in the wall. I grew up being abused as a child. I was a victim of child abuse. My dad was smacking me around, throwing me against walls. playing basketball with me up in my bed, smacking me unconscious to sleep. I was the victim of pretty severe child abuse, guys. One time, my dad threw me up the stairs with one throw and then slapped me unconscious to sleep. So I've been the victim of domestic violence, child abuse. I've just had a really rocky road. And then as an adult, almost every single friend I've had has ended up stabbing me in the back in the end. So it just leads me to believe that I can't have friends. It leads me to believe that I'm safer being that lone wolf. That's what I'm going to be doing for a while is that lone wolf strategy. Because at the end of the day, I don't really feel safe around people anymore. Like today, when I went to the laundromat, I put on my bulletproof vest. I don't know if you guys have seen the video of the laundromat shooting. Ever since I saw that video, if I go do laundry at a laundromat, I'm wearing my bulletproof vest. It's a level 3 bulletproof vest. Why am I wearing that? Because I don't know if some random stranger's gonna come in and shoot up the place. You can actually watch that video on YouTube. This older guy walks into a laundromat and literally kills like 10 people inside the laundromat. Um, it makes me feel like I need to carry my gun on me. I have a gun, so I carry that on me to protect the community, protect myself because there's so many active shootings nationwide that as much as I can, I try to carry my gun on me as much as I can so I can protect the community and protect myself. Um, like even when I was in the laundromat, I had my gun in my backpack. That way, if some knucklehead came in and started shooting, number one, I got my vest on. Number two, I have a defensive firearm so I can save people in the laundromat if needed. I have some law enforcement background. I never became a police officer, but I had a lot of law enforcement training, so I know defensive tactics. One of my old friends, Travis, we used to have our own YouTube gun channel. And so me and Travis got really good with using weapons. He himself carries defensive weapons so he can protect the community, so he can protect his family. He's on the same boat I am. He carries defensive firearms to protect the community. That's what I do. I also carry it to protect the police because I never know if I'm walking down the street and some officer's doing a traffic stop, someone opened fire on him. Maybe I could save that police officer. I've already saved one police officer that was getting attacked. I wrestled the guy off the police officer. But that's why I wore the vest in the laundromat, guys, is because I don't have any faith in humanity anymore. I mean, I could literally be doing my laundry and some old guy, young guy, whatever, someone suicidal walks in the laundromat and sees that as a soft target where people aren't going to be armed and starts killing people. Nowadays, you have to be ready. The experts are saying carry your defensive firearm on you if you can, so you can protect yourself in the community. Carry your tools on you. Excuse me. For me, I carry pepper spray everywhere I go. That way, if I need to save someone getting attacked or something, I could pepper spray someone. Um, because you never know when some knucklehead is around the corner, and I'm not going to be nice. If someone, tries to rob me, I'm going to do my best to use my defensive tools, because I refuse to be a victim. Someone comes up to me and points a gun at my head. I'm probably going to grab my combat knife and just slit your throat with it. Because I'm not going to be a victim. I'm going to protect myself. I'm going to protect the community. I'm sick and tired of criminals in this nation. I'm sick and tired of Democrats that let these criminals run the streets. They let career criminals run the streets. Like there's a father right now advocating for his daughter that got murdered by some guy down south. The guy just walked into her house and murdered her. It was a home invasion. She was sleeping. He literally tears her out of bed, puts her on her knees and executes her right there. Right now, her father is, trying to get the Congress and senators to change the laws so that career criminals don't get let out of jail. Violent career criminals should not be let out of jail. That's because Democrats are soft on crime. Anything goes, it seems like, with the Democrats. I know there's probably good Democrats out there. I know there's probably viewers that watch my show that are good Democrats. I am not by any means saying I hate Democrats. I am not by any means saying all Democrats are bad people. I'm sure there's very good, loving, sweet Democrats out there that really care about America. I haven't met any personally myself, but I'm not around a lot of these people, so I never get a chance to meet these people. but I guarantee there's Democrats out there that are very sweet, kind people that care. Um, but that's why I'm so shy nowadays and standoffish to the community, guys, because I've been hurt so much in my life. Best friends have stabbed me in the back. Best friends have ghosted me. People that I would have literally given my life for. I would have literally given my life for. Like my friend yesterday, I would literally give my life for that person. It's a woman that I've known for 20 years. I care about her extremely a lot. I'd literally give my life for her. But yet yesterday she stabs me in the back and throws me under the bus. Puts a restraining order, not a restraining order, but a no trespass order on me. Um, that's what you're going to get from, it seems like, these modern day friends. It seems like everybody nowadays has like almost like a adult. It's like in youth, it's conduct disorder. And then it turns into antisocial personality disorder at 18. It seems like the majority of society has antisocial personality. I think that was a brainwashing campaign. I think all these corporations brainwash the community to be antisocial, to be sociopathic. That way, no one really cares about the other guy. Like, for example, this week, I had to get my brakes done. It cost me $950. I had reached out to my work because I only had like $3 in my account. I reached out to my work. I left 3 messages on my supervisor's voicemail asking if I could cash out 12 hours of sick time because I had taken a sick day because I had gotten sick from the clients at the group home had gotten me a nasty cold and I had called out that day. I had asked them if I could just cash out 12 hours. All 3 times, one of the main supervisors refused to call me back. I see that as very antisocial. I see that as very selfish. That's why I think Americans nationwide are going off the deep end because they're being treated like this by sociopathic workplaces. Like, for example, Applebee's fired me literally for a Facebook post. I was here at my house and I had gotten upset with a coworker because he was bullying me at work. And I basically told the guy, if you don't stop, I might kick your ass. Would I have done it? Probably not, because I don't like to go to jail. I've been to jail twice. I don't want to go back. So would I have really kicked the guy's ass? Probably not. Really, what I was trying to say is stop fucking with me at work. I don't want to be fucked with at work. Because I feel like nice guys finish last. I feel like if you're a nice person, you get walked all over. I'm not a violent person. Yes, I have punched one person in my life. That was in 7th grade. When my basketball skills were being criticized. Even I regretted that. I actually apologized to the person. That was back in 7th grade, guys. So I've only actually done one assault. Another time I got charged with assault and taken to jail. It was because I was sticking up for a girl that was the victim of domestic violence. So, it's just I've had all these girlfriends, all these friends, and a lot of them, almost all of them have thrown me under the bus. I still have a couple good high school friends. I got like 3 high school friends that I care about, that I love. People that I really care about and that are actually pretty decent people. Like my friend Will is a decent guy. I graduated high school with him. He's a decent guy. I've known him for like 25 years and he's never really once fucked me over. He's always been a good friend. But right now I'm not really hanging out with anyone because I just got out of a nasty breakup with my ex-girlfriend. She literally threw me under the bus yesterday, guys. This is why I don't have much faith in the human race. Only because I get hurt so much by people out on the street here, people that are my friends, people that I allow into my life. Like I was at Home Depot once and we were talking about how I needed some maintenance work done around my house. And one of the Home Depot people, probably hitting on my girlfriend, said that he would come over and help us fix whatever we needed fixed at the house. I did not take him up on the offer because I'm antisocial. I don't have any faith in the human race, guys. For the most part. Like, I'm sure there's really positive viewers. I'm sure I have positive viewers out there that are decent, sweet people. So I'm not saying all my viewers are bad people, but I'd say that right now, probably 80% of the population would fit criteria for antisocial personality, would fit criteria for sociopathy. Narcissism is rampant in today's society in 2025. Maybe my ex-girlfriend wasn't BPD. Like, I'm not talking about my most recent one. I'm talking about a couple girlfriends back. Maybe she wasn't BPD. Maybe she was just a narcissist. She was incredibly selfish. She didn't give a shit about my feelings. One time I almost killed myself over this girl. Literally went to work with a plan to stab myself to death. And I was going to do it. I was just minutes away from doing it. And then my friend Levi talked me out of it. He talked me out of it. He ended up dying of a drug overdose a year later from heroin. Um, so it's just I've had such a rough road with people. That's why I'm so antisocial. So if my friends are watching this video, now you know why I don't come visit a lot, because I'm antisocial. It's not you. It's not you at all. I have a mild PTSD going on. I have a little bit of PTSD going on, so I'm a little standoffish. But it's because I was beaten as a kid. That's probably where most of my PTSD came from. Was I was beaten as a child by my own father, who was a pastor of a church. Just because you're the pastor of a church does not make you a good person. My dad was a pastor of a church, and he was committing domestic violence against my mother and against me and against my siblings. So people can wear masks. Like, probably my dad was probably a narcissist because he's wearing that Christian mask, pretending to be somebody that he's not. My dad had a good side. He led a lot of people to Jesus Christ. He did. He did. When he was in good space, when he was in a good mental health space, he led people to God in his church. He was a good pastor. He was on his way to being one of the most popular pastors in my area. He was one of the big top dogs. He would go out of state and meet up with other pastors. Maybe he had a split personality. One was like a street personality, a drug addict person. The other personality was like a really positive Christian. My dad wasn't all bad. He was not all bad. In fact, he was a pretty good guy for the most part, besides his violent side. He would beat my mom. He would beat us kids. Um, so guys, that's why I'm just so shy out here nowadays. I'm scared to meet new people. I'm scared to be around people that are even nice. Like, I have other friends that I have visited with before, and I'm even scared to visit with them, and they treat me really good. I'm scared to just visit with anyone. I'm scared to give people a chance. I'm scared to date new women. I'm scared to get new guy friends because I don't know what these people are going to do to me. I've had friends in my house physically attack me. I've had to restrain people in my house. I've had to have wrestling matches with drunk friends in my house. This is why I don't let people live with me, because I've had so much chaos and drama at my house. Like, one time, one of my friends almost murdered me in this same house that I'm in right now. I was almost murdered in this house by someone that passed away of a drug overdose. A different person passed away of a drug overdose. But before he died, he added to my PTSD by almost murdering me in my own house, simply for the fact that I'd asked him to move out because he pulled a butcher knife on my friend Travis. That I had to ask him to move out because he pulled a butcher knife on us one day. And then he wants to kill me, guys. I had to leave work because I was worried he was going to come to work and kill me. This was a person I took very seriously. When he said he was going to hurt you, he was going to hurt you. This is a person that had previously stabbed someone. This is a person that had put a hammer over someone's head. So when he said he was going to hurt you, he was going to hurt you. So when he said he wanted to kill me that night, I took him very seriously because he would have. The next day I went to my house with a friend. My friend Travis was packing heat because he didn't know what this fucking guy was going to do. We get in the house. There's weapons all over the house. He had knives. He had pepper spray ready to go. He's going to pepper spray me in the face. And then he had hammers. He had rebar. He had knives all over the house. He had rebar outside he was going to try to hit me with. That's why we came armed, guys, because we didn't know what this person was going to do. My friend Travis was packing heat when we got in the house. This person had 3 or 4 masks on the wall as almost like a subtle threat. That's like a home invasion threat. I got news. Anyone ever commits a home invasion on me, I'm not going to be nice about it. I will be using deadly force. Anyone ever commits a home invasion on me. Because nowadays you can't fuck around. The nice guy will finish last. You know what I mean? If I see someone kicking in my neighbor's door, I'm probably going to hold the person at gunpoint until the police get there. I'm going to save my neighbors if needed. Because I'm not going to sit back and let these criminal motherfuckers run the show. The good guys need to stand up. If you look away from evil, evil just reigns. The good people have to intervene and stop the evil. But nowadays out on the street, most people, I'd say 80% of people out here are probably evil. They're probably sociopaths. Probably 8 out of 10 people are very selfish. 8 out of 10 people are very narcissistic. That's why I don't have friends in my life right now, guys. It's going to be a while before I hang out with anyone, just because I need some time to recuperate after this really damaging relationship I just got out of. Yes, we had a good run. Yes, we had a nice, cute little family going. I was a stepdad for a year. We had a good run. We had a good relationship, me and this girl. But she suffers from mental illness, so at the end, she ends up putting a no trespass order on me, guys. After I was bending over backwards for this girl, I was cooking every meal. I was doing all the dishes. I was doing laundry. I was driving her and all her family around the community, being a good guy. And in the end, I get fucking stabbed in the fucking throat. That's why I don't fucking hang out with people right now. Don't take offense to it. It's just I'm a little antisocial now. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you to my new subscribers. If anybody has any video ideas, it's not easy, guys, to go on for 20 minutes. I don't know how these other YouTube content creators do it. It's not easy to go on for 20 minutes. Until next time, guys, I hope you have a really safe day. Don't drink and drive. Be a good friend. And until next time, guys, Steve signing out.